Now let's talk about positioning the hoop in your hands. So you'll see in these tutorial videos, a lot of the time I'm using a clip or a stand that holds the hoop for me. And that's just to keep it from shaking around while I'm doing these tutorials so that you can focus on what I'm doing with my hands instead of how the hoop is moving. But when you're stitching this, it's likely that you don't have a stand, especially if you're a beginner. So in your non-dominant hand, hold the hoop. Then we're going to use our needle and stitch just a simple straight stitch. This is the foundation of all embroidery stitches that takes you from point A to point B. Now for the needle, the positioning of this is also important. So instead of holding the needle up here, we are going to pinch towards the back end of the needle so that we can keep track of both pieces of thread. And start always from the back so that your knot is on the back of your fabric. Now I brought my needle up through point A. I'm going to pull it through and reposition my fingers so that I'm holding on to the thread. And once I feel resistance there, that means that the knot is right here at the end of the fabric. That's where we want it. So I feel the resistance here, and I am going to bring my needle back down through point B. And again, I pull it through, and then I grab onto all the thread so that my tail doesn't come loose. Now you've made a little straight stitch. This is what happens if you aren't holding on to the thread. So if I don't move my fingers and reposition, and I just pull this all the way through, then your needle is going to fly off the end. And to make it easier on us, let's not rethread the needle every stitch we make. So that positioning is important.